We're here with early Facebook employee and venture capitalist Chamath Palihapitiya. We're going to ask him about Facebook. Chamath, you were an early employee at Facebook. You saw it grow from a $0 billion company to, basically approaching $100 billion. Yeah. What grade do you give Mark Zuckerberg since the IPO?
Probably like a B plus, A minus.
Okay.
I think the thing is, they made a really difficult transition, right? Both culturally as a company and now sort of financially, in the sense that you have to now find this really vibrant, big business and, think in a time scale that probably Mark is not used to thinking about in terms of, 3-month quarters. He thinks in years, and decades, which is what makes him amazing. So I think he's done a really good job kind of getting the company culturally situated to be successful as a public company. I think it's hard. I think people really underestimate how difficult it is.
So that's hard. And then there's a report out, The Guardian, saying that Facebook is shrinking in mature markets. You hear these things kind of about Facebook from time to time, but really though, what is the best case scenario for Facebook in the next 5 years? And what's the worst case scenario for this company?
I think the best case is they continue to sort of expand to sort of all parts of the world, that every single person that gets wired up with a sense of identity. And then on top of that identity, they start to launch some really groundbreaking new products. And I think the stage is set for these guys to now basically think really out of the box and challenge themselves to say, hey, what are the parts of the world or industries that can now benefit from a sense of identity that have never had it before? And so, like these other areas that I've talked about before, but like healthcare can benefit from it, education can benefit from it, financial. Could you imagine if, for example, Facebook decided to embrace Bitcoin, and launched a Bitcoin wallet for 1.5 billion people, 2 billion people, what that does to the financial services industry? So that's the best case, is that they really push the boundaries. And I think the worst case is they get lost in feature creep and incrementalism, and that people, unfortunately, as people do with internet products specifically, particularly, get bored.